Just in from State Bicycle Co. is this gravel bike. Very excited to get this unboxed. Let's get started. Hey, there it is. Alright, Liam has had way more experience putting together these bikes. We actually picked up 3 from State Bicycle Co. We're going to show you piece by piece how to put this bike together.
You can use an Allen set to do this, or I have this special screwdriver set. I think these are easier. I'll start off with the seat. Just get it on there a little bit. Next is the handlebars. After I get these screws, I'll ask that to help me. This is really a 2-person job, the handlebars. Don't lose these. Right, note you do have to take out all 4 screws, otherwise the handlebars will not go on because they're just the right size. I'm gonna have to ask Dad to help with this part because it's pretty awkward.
Is it going that side?
Yes. So you just fold them.
Just keep them there. It's a target.
Yes. It'll be a lot more
Yes,
clear.
there's a reason.
It'll be a lot more clear once we get this on where the target goes.
Center it up.
And I think the target's less important than these lines on the side. Just they help you center really well. So I like to get the 4 corners in before I tighten up at all.
Yeah.
Just get them in so that it's holding itself on. Now the next part is to get the front wheel on, which requires you to take off this axle, I believe it's called, through axle. One thing you have to do is make sure that the forks are angled forward. When it comes, they're angled backwards so it fits in the package. So when this comes, the handle is loose. So you're going to want to straighten it up against the wheel so that this bar lines up with the wheel. Tighten it up. Alright, now pedal installation. They're labeled right and left, and they have stickers as to which directions to turn, because obviously they couldn't turn the normal direction, otherwise you would unscrew your pedalizer pedal. Once you get to a certain amount of tightness, as you try to continue to screw it in using the pedal, the actual bolt stops spinning. That's because this is supposed to spin. And that's where either a pedal wrench or a classic way, crescent wrench, tightens it up for you. And the same thing, the other side. Sticker. You gotta take it off slowly, otherwise it leaves a little bit of residue. All right, I'm gonna flip it over and then check out some other possible issues that may and most likely should pop up because it was shipped. Hear that noise? I'm gonna adjust the brakes. So let's see here. When bikes come shipped or new, probably from a shop they do this for you, but the brake rotor is on this wheel that I just put on, and they put on the brake calipers before they put, without sizing it to the wheel. So these aren't adjusted to the rotation of the disc. So there's two bolts back here that allow the whole caliper section to move back and forth this way. So we're going to tighten up the calipers all the way, loosen these up, and that will force this where it's supposed to be. Tighten it back up, loosen it back up. We'll be good. These brake calipers specifically only have one adjustable caliper, which is the one you see me using right now. That's and that's all the way tightened. Now we can loosen the caliper mounting itself. Now you can see this wiggle, and it should be where it's supposed to be now, because now I didn't see it move because it's very small difference between rubbing and not rubbing these calipers. Don't tighten the heck out of the bolts or any of the fastenings on this bike, because I have noticed that it's kind of soft metal. So if you tighten too much, you might do some irreversible damage. The Allen wrench fits this hole better than these do, even if you have the right size. So I'd advise using an Allen wrench. This is a finagly process. It's really tedious, but it pays off in the long run. Everything goes together fairly simply. I was a total novice at this before I started putting it together, and now I know how to put together a bike. So.
Okay, something to note is State Bicycle Code definitely says go to a professional bike mechanic to install the parts. That said, this isn't our first rodeo. There's nothing difficult about this. So find some YouTubes if you're interested. But once again, the official word is go to an official bike mechanic. Super excited about how quickly this was put together. Great cycle. Looking forward to getting it on the road and off.